Hello and a very good evening to you. This is Cafe Clairvoyance. It's Sunday the 9th of August, the year 2020. And welcome to the Sunday show. I'm your host, Phil Griggs. And if you've never joined a show like this before, then hopefully you'll want to watch it again and again because it should be good fun and entertaining. Anyway, what's happening tonight? And just to a little bit about what we do. I'm Phil Griggs, your host. This is a show that goes on for an hour. During the show here, we're going to talk about the astrology of the week. We're also going to be talking about the Lion's Gate. Rawr. You know, that stuff that brings out the growl in you. Yes, this bit. See, yeah, that bit there. This it brings out the lion in you. So during the week here, all right, you get a bit carried away, Mister. Thank you very much. Thank you. Go on. Right. Anyway, so during the also we talk about what's been going on in the previous week. We're also going to be talking about what's going on this week and the guests we've got on coming on, and also hear for you guys here. How to enhance this energy that we've got coming through at the moment in these crazy times that we're in. And more and more and more, and loads more stories, loads more information, and all that gossip coming up. In the meantime, now, let's introduce you to a little bit of music. But that's very nice because Sarah's just popped in and she said that growling. She says that's me. Well, was that you making that noise? Oh, that's nice. That's just nice. I'm glad we're doing things over the internet, or not person to person. That would be a bit terrifying, really, wouldn't it? If someone sits there growling at you, mind you, something could be quite good. Anyway, before we get out of hand, let's have a little chat about what's coming up this week. Okay, so yesterday was the Lion's Gate. Lion's Gate. So we talk about, actually, in theory, it is the Lion's Gate because it's the 8th of the 8th, which if we all understand numerology and we talk about infinity, then the two eights, side, although they're upright, put them side by side horizontally, and you've got two symbols of infinity, two potent symbols of infinity of the 8th, the 8th. And it's the sun's alignment. I know Sarah. Sarah's just telling us she's a Leo. See, all Leos do that. All Leos like to tell everybody they're a Leo. It's all part of the game plan. I'm a Leo. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, good image you, Sarah. Lovely to welcome you onto the show. And actually, Sarah is, as much as she's a Leo, she's also practicing mediumship. She's doing absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So a little round of applause there for Sarah. And also to Susanna, because she's also a wonderful medium. And to everybody else who's joined in this evening, thank you very much. Okay, right, so other information that we've got coming up for you guys, what you need to know. So this Lion's Gate. Now, sort of officially here we say it's on the 8th of the 8th, but that's not strictly true because if we understand what it is, it's the alignment of the sun to the star sign Sirius, or the planetary system. Sorry, not planetary, star sign, collective star signs of Sirius, and how its alignment is to Earth, and its ancient mythology is it opens the gate to wondrous things, wondrous opportunities. The thing about this too here is that it's not just a specific day. It also goes on for quite a few other days here. So if you missed it yesterday, during this show, we're going to help you guys to understand more about the Lion's Gate and what you can do here and enhance this energy and bring it on. Yeah, bring it on. That's what we want to go and do. That's it. Bring on that positive energy so you can enhance it and really go for it. Before we do that, though, let's have a chat about what we did earlier on this week. Okay, so earlier on Tuesday night, did you watch Tuesday night? I'll tell you what, I was absolutely... breath was taken away, quite gobsmacked how wonderful it was. We had a very, very special guest coming all the way from Colorado in the USA. Her name was Alessandra Desiderio. And she did a talk on coming from a life of tragedy, coming life of loss, coming loss of also when she was a victim. She was very much a victim. She was in a women's refuge and she took her life from the very bottom there and took it to the top. So if you didn't see the show, by all means go into the archives of Facebook or the archives or the dungeons of YouTube and into Cafe Clairvoyance. So go and dig out the files there. Go and blow off the dust and stick it in. And yes, just see what comes up there because I think you'll find it's a very interesting show. Yes, so we're quite taken away by that. And then on Wednesday we had Guillemot, the regular Wednesday show, which is interesting because we talk about everybody's astrology at the present time. And this is interesting here because when we looked at the unfortunate things that happened in Beirut, when we looked at the planetary alignment, there was a planetary alignment there which would have said if there was going to be something explosive, something would have happened there and then. And there, and behold, there it was. There it was here. Where there are some other indicators a little bit like this to do with Pluto. Pluto coming up probably a little bit later on this month. It doesn't mean to say it's going to be something explosive. It could be something that transforms or changes. But we'll know all about it. We'll understand what that means. But in the meantime, though, coming back to the Sunday show, we're going to talk a little about this Lion's Gate. Then we're going to talk about your astrology forecast, and then we'll better get on with your live mini readings. How's about that? So let's bring in our little lion. There he is. Very nice little lion. In fact, just ask him to give a little roar. Yeah, there he is. There he is, the Lion Gate roar. Okay, and just to welcome you guys onto the show so far who've come in. And to Caitlin is over in San Diego in California. And to all you guys in the UK. And to all you guys in the rest of Europe. How's that? Yes, the rest of Europe, because I know a few over here from different places. In fact, Lily comes all the way over from, if I get this right, I think it's in Belgium she's in Berlin at the moment. But she comes all the way over from Romania. So, hi Lily, lovely to see you too as well. And Paul comes in for the long lost land of Suffolk. Yes, Suffolk. There he is there. And nice and hot in UK for once and loving it. Oh, good. Well, that's nice when you start loving it like that. Okay. And also here to the show's producer, which is Deborah. She puts up the Cafe Clairvoyance Spiritual Show. Tuesday nights. Special guest is medium Helen Grady, which I'll be sharing a show with her. I'm having a great time. As always, loads of laughter and fun and beautiful energy when we do this show here. And we bring over guests and we bring over spirits from the other side there to go and relate to you guys on the show. Okay, so let's go back. And Val from Bedfordshire says hi. Let's go back to the Lion's Gate. And here's the picture of the lion there. The lion. Nice lion. Got to stroke the lion, haven't we? Anyway, okay, so the Lion's Gate, this goes back to mythology, to the star sign of Sirius. And it always rises in the sky around this time on the eastern horizon. And it's supposed to be that its mythology is the portal to wondrous things, because it's not just the star sign, it's also the two eights. Now, what's interesting here is that we are the ninth of the eighth moment. And this is interesting because what this says here, when you add 9 and 8, you get 17. 17, 1 and 7, plus each other, 8. Good. So we're still in a good day. Here. So still today is good. Also, for you guys in the UK, you'll notice here that we'll take this through to 7:01 in the UK. So 7 plus 1, 8. For you guys in the UK, we finish at 8 o'clock. 8. All these 8s everywhere. See, it all works. It works here. We don't have to have just 2 days of 8s. We can actually use these dates, what we're doing. So the big thing here is, what have we got to do with this? We're going to do this here. Okay, well, you can either do a meditation. Okay, on what you say. Okay, what is it that you would like to attract? What is it that would mean so much to you? It would just be fantastic. Maybe you're thinking of moving abroad. Maybe you're thinking of buying a new house, buying a new car. Maybe there's something there that you need for you. Maybe you just want to release old negativity and attract wonderful new energy. I mean, that's a big one, isn't it? Because as soon as you do that, everything else just fits in it. The house, the car, the lot. So sometimes here it's just those humble things within ourselves that can make such a difference. And maybe that's an important part to you. Now, the also here, it's this energy we go through is actually going for quite a few days. So you don't have to think about it, thinking, oh, damn, I missed it yesterday. I didn't set my intention. Set your intention now. And actually talking to quite a few of you guys through this week, have you noticed the energy shift? Have you noticed the energy shift? Yeah, it's changed a little bit, hasn't it? It's lifted and altered. I wouldn't say it's gone super positive, but it's changed. So the energy shift changed it. One of the things you may notice the change is your awareness. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm now thinking this way rather than your way. Maybe you're seeing things clearer than what you used to. Maybe something is opening up in your life here, which is more dynamic, more positive, more wonderful. And all those positive vibrations there. Maybe you find a way to achieve something that you couldn't do before, or maybe a new plan has emerged. Whatever it is, look for these new ideals, these new plans of what it is you want, because during this particular phase, and also come up over the next week or so as I introduce the astrology, you'll see here why it's yes, you'll find here that using these great intentions can work. If you did one yesterday, great. If you want to do one today, great. Some people say here that you can actually do 8 things of manifestation to help yourself here. For example, you can create 8 steps to reach your goal. There's eight things, or maybe there's 8 prayers. Maybe there's 8 ways of doing something to reach your goal. So use that energy too. And the powder line is always that majestic thing there. Yes. Maybe you want to look at 8 pictures to what it wants to do, 8 approaches to something. Brilliant. Yes, that's the way to go and do it, isn't it? I think it's using this energy of how you can manifest the change you are looking for, and then to bring it on and let the universe do the rest. Let's do the rest here. Now, this is nice here. This is Parnescu. She says, hello, Angel. That's very nice. Now, these little symbols here say, I just brought this up here, left it there, because you can also watch this show on YouTube. Yes. How's that? So when you use YouTube, you get just as much. You can use the comments. You can do everything you want to on YouTube. So if ever you find that Facebook isn't working or something's gone down a little bit, go onto YouTube and just type in Cafe Clairvoyance, and there we are, doing exactly the same now, except on that channel there. So there we go. So YouTube works just as well. Now, let's have a little, as we move on through the charts here, just let us know, guys, if there's something that you've set, an intention you've set that you would like to happen, what it is that you would like to do. For some of you, I totally understand. You may say here, yes, I've set an intention, but I want to keep it to myself. Absolutely brilliant. There's you don't have to talk about these things, do we? We can actually find we want to keep it ourselves privately. I mean, look at this. I mean, there were moments ago there were 17 people on, 1 and 7, 8. We've actually gone above that now. And yes, lovely to see so many people coming on. Lovely to see you guys. So, and also new people coming on. And John and Pippa, lovely to see you guys too. And also we've got Susanna saying about the key. Karen says hello everyone, and everyone else is popping in. Val's saying in. And brilliant. Lovely to see you guys. So yes, throw your comments in about things that you guys are thinking or would like to manifest or change something in your life. We're also going to talk about astrology in just a moment. And but first of all, though, I think we need a little bit of this. Okay, right, let's get this astrology chart here so you guys can actually see what is going on. Here we go here. Now, as we were talking over the past few weeks here, you'll notice all the activity for the planets. Unfortunately, I can't put my finger in front of the screen, but it's there, it's behind me a bit. You'll notice all the planets there, they are all on the right side, all the right side there. The one we're looking at the moment is the Sun in Leo. Now, this is interesting. It's at 17 degrees, 1 and 7. 8. You still got this portal of energy of the Lion's Gate wide open to do that. You also find Mercury, the communicator, which is also in Leo at 8 degrees. And degree, fantastic, isn't it? All this symbology there comes up. Also notice as you go through this week, and it's great to do this through this week here, at various times when a number 8 comes up. Like, for instance, you set your alarm clock for 7:01. When you wake up, get that intention out there. That's sometimes a good old thing to go and do, isn't it? And yes, how it is. Right, let's see what else coming on here. Right, Bev says she's still trying to move house. Would love to know when changes start to happen. Yes, we'll start manifesting this now. Start using this abundance of energy now and see where we go. I'm sure that'd be great fun. Anyway, so let's have a little look at the star signs here, which is starting to come up now, and see where we're going. And really, what the constellations out there are saying is to get us to reach beyond the known and normal, get us to reach a little bit further. And that's interesting as we talk about this portal too. Normally we wouldn't want to do that, but because we've got there's so many different angles going on at the moment, and a lot of activity is being cornered at Aries and Taurus. One of them is at action and wants to move forwards, and Taurus says, we'll do this steadily, thank you. We'll do this in my time, not your time. And Aries wants to go, but now, what about now? I want to move ahead now. Come on, let's get going. And Taurus says, where's the plans? Where's the structures? What plans? What structures? Just do it. Just do it. And Taurus is going here, no. We don't do a plan unless we've got something written down, organised and orchestrated in the right way in order to get there. But we don't need to do that. Let's just go, says Aries. No, so there we go. So we've got to have something here. We need to have these particular ailments, these particular alignments in place in order to go structurally forwards. It's great to have energy, but we also need plans. But new phases, new places, new things, go and meet new people, go and meet extraordinary people. They're always abundant, aren't they? And action, doing things replaces. This will help replace anxieties and do all the different things as well. So that helps us out. There's loads. Hello, Chelsea. She comes off America. Lovely to see you too. And we go. Karen is, Karen there is in the UK, and everybody else is coming from else. And always lovely to see new people here. Murthy, that's a nice name. And Chelsea, let's come back to you here. So, yes, let's have a little look here. Now, as I go through the stars here, and let's have a little look at how it fits side by side and where we alignment here. And let's go and have a little look. So, let's start off with Leo. Leo, because yours where the sun sign is at the minute. You're also joined by planet Mercury, the communicator, and giving you a great energy to get out there, say your piece and do things. But Taurus is hanging in there. Uranus is there, says, we've got to do this right. Don't just think here you've got a free reign, you could do it all yourself, and that's the way it's going to happen. Sometimes here we need to have a plan. Uranus is going to say here, yes, it may not be as straightforward as you should think. You want to excitedly get going, and but also here's the interesting thing, is the sun makes a very dynamic link to Mars, which is that, wow, energy is fantastic. Just do the plan, do your maths here, or else Uranus is going to say here, you run ahead and you've forgotten this, and this. And you go, oh, damn, I've got to go back to the start again. Yes, a bit like snakes and ladders on that one. Anyway, great things coming up this week because of the energies which are going through life at the moment. And what Leo's actually saying here, well, for you Leo's there, just be careful to make sure plans are agreed to and money matters are okay. So be careful not to excel ourselves too much. We need a plan how we're going to move things forward, because Mars, the sun, all this energy here is just magic. It's just amazing. But we just need this little bit of energy to work in the right way. And then we're singing. How's that? Right, okay. Let's go and have a look at Virgo. Virgo here. Right, okay. You have planets which are being very sweet to you at the moment. Extremely sweet. Your sign here is Mercury, the communicator. And you're there. You have, in fact, dreams, ideas, and things that is going to really start to build with you. In fact, what you can find is Jupiter and Neptune in your 5th house, which is all down the very bottom of the chart, just there. In fact, I put my finger just upwards. It's just up there. you'll find here that Jupiter just sat there in your 5th house of Capricorn is making very good vibrations over to Neptune. And it is creating ideas and possibilities that could really work well for you and also create more money ties for you. So that's going to look good. We do look, though, at Uranus in Taurus squaring to the Sun. And it's a frustrating energy. So there's things that we've got to take care of. We've got to take care of here before we just get too carried away. But anyway, you'll find this to be a very interesting time, and I think you'll find it lovely. And a very good evening, Amanda. Lovely, lovely to see you. Right, Libra. Now, Libra is a lovely, charming sign, and Venus has just moved out to Gemini, which is a very communicative, chatty, lively, wonderful sign. It's moved into the sign of Cancer. Which is also here to do with your ambition area of your life at the moment, Libra, is where your aims, ambitions are. So your plans here are being guided by your ruler to help you to deal with matters this week, which could get complicated. But home and family matters are going to be where it's all happening. It's almost straight across the other side of the chart here to do with relationships and how this is challenging at the moment. But the Sun here, which is though in Leo, is going to be with helpful friends coming in. So don't feel you're alone. Sometimes we've got to talk about things, involve people who need time to share things with us, because I think that's always a pretty positive one there, isn't it? Right, okay, and also here you'll find loads of ambitions, loads of abilities to take opportunities now. And this Lion's Gate as well, which is going on there in your 11th house, which is very, very good, very positive energy there for you. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. So let's go and have a look there. Now, Matthew, we're actually going to come back and do readings in a little while here. And I'll tell you all about that. That comes towards the end of the show. But thank you very much for that. Right, Scorpio. Let's go and have a little look at you guys. So Scorpio here, your ruling planet is Pluto. It's been part of this 3 planets going through Capricorn, which have been causing all these problems around us, whether it's to do with travel, whether it's to do with the viruses that are going on, and also here to do with the changes, political changes. Because no matter if the virus was here or not, Saturn and Pluto lining up were going to they were there destined to go and change politics. The way we're going to see our lives, the way we're going to see things here. And actually, you're quite a deep philosophical sign. And actually, so it's like someone here, a lot of you Scorpio guys can actually look very deep and see, I can see what's on the horizon. I can see how things are changing. And I see how things are going to start to look a lot better, perhaps. But yes, they will do. As we start to go through August, could be a change for the better. September, change for the better. But the best changes, real best changes for all, probably come towards the end of the year, through November onwards. However, the Mars squaring Pluto, that's the one we're sometimes looking at here, thinking, okay, squaring your ruler. What we need to look at here is just, take your energy, step back a little bit. We know we get a little bit intense. We know we get a little bit emotional about things here. And this particular time is just saying here, take it easy, take one step at a time, and we're getting there. And that should help us out quite a lot. But even though we're actually looking at this here, you'll find here that there's ways that you're going to find to help this week go through, even if you have to approach things in different ways. But you'll do it, Scorpio. You'll do it here. I think that you'll have a mighty fine time. And the thing here is sometimes the people that you want in your life to help you aren't there at the moment, whether they're in a different country or they're somewhere else. So we can't always do things the way we want to just yet. But your Venus going through the sister sign of Cancer is going to be the helpful one to you. You may well find here, this would be interesting, that maybe if you're single, maybe you're looking for someone, but Venus going to Cancer is always a very positive one, especially if you're meeting someone from abroad or someone who's foreign, or even someone from abroad comes to see you. Yes, hope it's not the mother-in-law or the outlaws. Anyway, enough of that. Cafe Clairvoyance. And what we always need here is coffee with the cafe. Coffee in the cafe. Yes. Gail Massey says, I'm a Scorpio. Such a deep thinker. Yes, but you guys have got the potency to see through a lot of things at the moment. So be strong, manifest that because Mars is also associated ruler to Pluto. And although it's in a square, you can use this energy to powerfully come out of ruts that you guys have sometimes been in through this year and change life around you immensely. So yes, you Scorpios here, you've got dynamic energy at the moment. And the sun's link on this here is just magic. In fact, that's looking at 12, 10. Yes, that's going to look at how people around you, sometimes it's always a good thing here, sometimes to involve groups or things like this here, people in your lives at the moment, Scorpio, because this is just, yes. Okay, right. Murphy, if you'd like to, Murphy, if you'd like to go onto the Facebook page there, you'll find the email address there. It's all on there. It's all on there. Right. Okie dokie dokie. In fact, the producer may put that up there. Right. Okay, let's go and have a little look here. Let's go and have a look at Sagittarius. Now, this is Sagittarians are interesting because they've got Jupiter in the chart, but Jupiter's going retrograde, so it's like it's out of phase. It's not in its normal power driving phase, powering forwards here, and it's just slowing us down. It just feels like, where's my jubilance gone? Where's all this energy which is going to come up in your life here? How's this all going to how's this transit going to change? Well, it certainly will do. Certainly will do here. Right, but Jupiter trine Neptune here. Ties in plans with family and home, and good week is probably going to be around you. Watch overspending and overdoing things. Slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. That's the move here with Sagittarians. They always got to look towards the future and do this and this and this. You'll need loads of rest. The plans move forwards, but only slowly. They do move forwards, but they're slow. So sometimes here, we've got to resonate at the speed, the way things are going. There's no point overloading yourself because it just won't happen, will it? No. I try to say that to a Sagittarian who's like, yes, I'm listening, but they're not. I am listening, I promise, but they're not. Because their ideas and their plans are miles ahead somewhere. They're way ahead. Let's go and look at Capricorn. Capricorn, well, I tell you what, you guys, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, and a little bit of Leo, you're all the talk of the town at the moment, especially with Capricorn, with the 3 planets in your sign here. My God, your life is being rebuilt, stripped apart, redesigned, and what with all the plans there to do with the past, they're changing, they're all going into something new. But home and family matters, again, be seen as challenging this week, but they'll also look towards Mars midweek. Now, Mars midweek is going to help things out quite a lot because it makes a wonderful connection over to the sun. Now, in your chart here, this is about money. This is going to be about money here. So if there's money matters or deep matters that need to be resolved, you've got an opportunity here to do this, Capricorn. There's an opportunity to resolve something, sort something out here. I think if you did it, then I think here that you'll find that things then are looking for the better. So you have got the opportunity to do this. And also, you'll find here too, the producer says, lol, you are kidding. I'm a Cappy. Oh dear. Lucy says, hi everyone, a bit late. Lots of love to all. That's very nice. Well, loads of love back. Loads of love back. In fact, have a hoot. Would you like a hoot? Yes, let's give you a hoot. And a big round of applause to you all for joining anyway. And just to remind you, it's Lion Gate season. There you go. Time to eat one of those, those without telling you the name of the bar, it's called a Lion Bar, without the name of it, the Lion Bar. Eat the Lion Bar. John Bibber says, I'm a Sagittarius, that's me all of the time. Yes, always looking forward. It's always like, where are we going next? Where are we doing next? Where's the next plan? And your plans at the moment, and all the stars saying a minute here with this stuff that's going on in Capricorn, it says, yeah, good idea. However, we've got to readjust. And where we've got to readjust here, because too many of us at the moment are thinking straight out of our heads. We've got to do this, we've got to do that, we've got to here, go to there. And everything at the moment, because in Capricorn, is very, I guess words we could use here, is very contained. It's in its fetus stage, I guess you could call it like this, because there's a transition of energy, a new pathway is forming. And we're going to really see this towards the end of the year. Then we're going to get the energy looking a lot better. And Amanda is laughing. But Amanda always laughs. So every time I see Amanda, she's laughing. Anyway, so good. So carry on laughing. Yes, if you remember those films, Carry On. Wasn't it brilliant? The humour in there now. We'd never get away with it, would we? Sure we could. Anyway, yeah, so there's some good news. Cappy's doing money. Some good news to do with power and energy. There's good times to resolve things. So go and do it. It's an amazing time. Aquarius, let's have a little look at you guys. How are we doing here? 7:30. Let's get through to Aquarius. Yes, Val, who's a Sagittarian, says, slow down, not sure how to do that. Yes, it's called the brake pedal. It's called the brake pedal, the handbrake. Yeah. Anyway, right, okay. Yes, so we have this energy to the end of the year. In a way, yes, we have this energy is going to fluctuate a little bit. In fact, if anything in here, there's a good question there, Emily, that in some respects, this energy is going to be quite focused, but it's very steady the way it's going. Then we hit September and October, and Mars decides it's going to go retrograde, in which case it just takes all the energy drops, in which case we're just going to go through a quiet time. Very quiet time. It wouldn't surprise me if we had COVID back where we're doing maybe a lockdown or something like this, or real restricted lockdown or semi-restricted, whatever it is. Because when you've got Mars like that, it's probably the best time to have it. Have it here, because you just to give in, just relax, just take it easy. But then you come to November, Mars goes direct. In between this time as well, Mercury, which is, if you remember, yes, already, no, coming up to Aries in a minute, Amanda. It's coming to Aries in a minute. Yes, come to the second. But the thing here to really work on here, to understand with this lot, which is, hang on, just get rid of this. Yes, it's got to go now. Right, the thing is with this energy, which is very potent around us at the moment, is it steady. But then Mercury goes, which is like Dennis the Menace. I think some astrologers call it Dennis the Menace. And with Mars going retrograde, which is everything just goes, just put your tools down, just rest, read the paper and just take it easy. I know it's not easy for a lot of us to hear that. But then towards the end of the year, that's when we start coming into this new era. So the time here we're going through is that time we still need to do some clearing out in our energy inside of us in order for us to go forward. But we'll do it. We'll do it. Anyway, so Aquarius, you may feel like you can't go forwards for going backwards. And wowza, blown off my seat. Well, that's nice. Anyway, so you can't go forwards or going backwards. This is for Aquarius. Because sometimes here, what you got Uranus there, which has been blocked a little bit by the sun. Then you've got the Mars energy. And this is his energy here sometimes. For you guys here, Aquarius, is because your ruler is in Taurus, is we're having to do things in a very earthy way. We're having to look at things earthy. And if we look at it in an earthy way and we start planting things, it's almost like plants. When we plant them in the soil, they grow quite quickly. When we Aquarians like to see scientific things react, like putting two electric cables together. Oh, wow, do you see that? Rather than just waiting for a plant to grow, which is Taurus. Yes. They want to go with these electric cables, spark flying everywhere. Wow, what an invention! Which they are inventors. Aquarians are great inventors. Anyway, so there we go there. So let's go and have a little chat to, let's go and have a little walk around to Pisces. Now, we did Pisces here. Yes. The thing here with Pisces at the present time, I'd say here with you guys, you've got Neptune in your sign. Neptune is a sign, which is a beautiful, beautiful planet. And Pisces are going to handle this period, if you really want to, guys, you've got to look at it this particular way, as actually coping very well. Because Pisces here is your natural ruler. You could just adjust. But that's probably the word for all of us here, is to adjust. And it's making a very positive link there over to Jupiter, which is in Capricorn, which is just, hey, I can adjust and I can flow with ideas. I can flow with ways to do things. And probably a way to get a wacky but brilliant answer is probably from a Pisces at the present time. And but this energy is okay. It flows. It's all right. It's like, no, I get this. It's all right. And the Mars link, which is going to come up here, the positive Mars link we're going to talk about midweek, is probably going to be a little bit to do with, do you know what? I can find a new way of a new belief, maybe a new health plan, maybe a way of getting fitter, happier, all this sort of energy. And that's pretty neat. That's pretty handy to have that energy there. And I think you're going to find that this to be a pretty good week in many ways here. Right, let's go and have a chat with Aries. Now, listen to this. Now, please listen to this. You've got Mars in your sign here, which just says, I've got a chopper. I've got to, excuse me, there's a motorbike. Anyway, and I'm going to roar down the highway and I'm just going to go mad. And then the policeman, who's Uranus in Taurus, says, excuse me, can you just pull over the wayside, please? Here's a ticket, and I'm going to put a slow device on your bike that says you've got to go slower. Yes, so Aries here, you've got this lovely energy over from Leo, which is great with ideas, great fun times in many respects here. But just be careful you're not pushing it too much, because as much you've got the sun here with Aries going, yeah, fantastic, with Mars throwing energy all over the place, you've got the other energy of Uranus in Taurus that says here, but what you're spending, just do things bit by bit by bit by bit, and we'll get there. We'll get there here. It's, yes, it is a little bit like watching things grow. Thinking of how long do I have to wait to see things change? Well, that's interesting because everything going on in Capricorn says, well, everything's contained at the moment. It's very much a structure. We just have to go through a process of change. But this process is in our hearts that we need to change with this. That's the secret. The adjustment is coming out of our heads, going into our hearts. This wonderful energy, if you start running out of there, well, it actually makes our life easier. For many people, this sounds extremely sexist, but it's not. Men actually adjusting more to coming out of their feminine side are going, yeah, I can do this. I don't need all the half the things that I used to have in my life here. I mean, I don't have to have that flashy car. I just want to have more family time, just work less hours and be home more with friends and family. I don't need to go and bust a gut. Where women are coming out with this feminine energy, and actually it works against it because you've got two feminine energies. They need to adjust to find I get it. We come into a feminine power time over the next few years, but women especially here need to adjust to this because it's interesting. It's not quite the way they thought it was. Looking at the feminine side here, the producer's going to kill me later on. She'll say, "What do you mean about this feminine energy? I can't handle it." Of course you can handle it. All you women out there can handle it. It's just an energy which is like adjusting, and it's all right for women to adjust to a masculine energy. But it's easier for men to adjust to feminine energy. But women in this here, it's coming into their own power. But in a way, we have to do this a little bit on the careful side, especially with this Taurus stuff. So that's you guys. That's you guys sorted out. In fact, no, let's go out through Gemini. Beg your pardon. Let's go out through Gemini. And Gemini's quite interesting sign at the moment because you've got the moon's nodes going through there. It's also been touched by Venus very recently. Isn't that nice? And you Geminis are going to find here that you've probably something romantic you may have changed, something charming, something around your life here which has been interesting because the actually, back to Taurus, beg your pardon, running away from Aries. Taurus here. Taurus, your ruling planet is Venus. It's just moved into the sign of Cancer. That's lovely for friendships around you. It's lovely for being that beautiful, beautiful energy. And that's a lovely time you're going through. Really is heavenly. I'd say here that you'll probably find this to be quite a nice month indeed. But you're being challenged by the sun a little bit, which is in Leo, and that's probably affecting quite a lot here to do the adjustments to the home. And maybe you've got some plans there to go move home. Well, these may get held up a little bit or slowed down, but don't worry, you'll do it. Mars will come in and help you. And Gemini say here will you have Venus in your sign for quite some time, and just before it left, it gave you a little surprise. It'd be interesting, you Geminis here, what happened that gave you a little surprise. It may be a little sweet note in the right direction, and actually your life lifted a little bit. And then Cancer, finally Cancer here. Well, you've got Venus in your sign, and this news is for everybody, but Cancer, you especially. Sometimes, guys, we need to. Cancer is the sign of love, the home, compassion, and it's tearing away down these boundaries, tearing away these old restrictions of negativity, things that have been struggling in our lives here, to have something new, happy, just make our heart feel good. Just make our lives feel more positive. And this is what Venus in Cancer is doing. It's, hey, let's have some love, guys. Let's have some love. So Cancer, you'll probably find this a very romantic time, a lucky time because it's in your sign. But for all of us here, we'll all learn something about this over next week. That Venus in Cancer is sending out moonbeams to a lot of us to just say here, don't forget love and don't forget thinking about people. Don't forget thinking how nice it is to stay in touch and all those energies there. That's what's going to work out for the better. And that should end us up on a happy week. So, guys, Hopefully that works out there. A little bit slowy down, speedy up, slow down, speedy up, slow down. But we've got to move at a pace. You know, it's like watching the flowers grow in the garden. But once they grow, oh my God, they're good. We just have to see things in a different way. Okay, let's go on. And just before we do some readings, just to let you know what else is coming up here, guys, especially on Wednesday. Surprised. Yes, sorry about that. The camera got stuck for a moment. Yes, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised there. So just see what happens there over the next week or so. Also, I'm picking up here spirits around you. Would you want, there's 3 people here in the spirit world who want to come through for you. And one of the things they're saying here is loads of problems in your life, but would you understand here you're putting yourself in the problems? Would you understand here you need to stand back? Would you understand here that you need to stand out of this? If you stand out of this, then you're actually working in a positive place. And that would then bring you a lot more harmony around you. This is what I'm hearing here. In fact, one of them here, there's a very old gentleman, a very, very wise man, very, very wise man who's talking to me now. And there's 2 women. 2 women over there as well. They're actually here to try and help you, and they're actually here to work with you. But they're saying to me here that a lot of problems you've got, take yourself out of them, and then you're going to find yourself reflecting differently. Because what we're doing here is responding to everybody else into their way of looking at things and not your way. And I think here that you'll find life will get a little bit easier. But yes, if you guys, if you people out there would like a little mini reading now, then by all means do. Just send in a question. We need a question and favourite colour. So just send that there. That'd be absolutely marvellous, and I could work with you guys there. Now, let's have a little look here. Now, don't forget, guys, this is what we need you guys to do during the show. Now, just looking at your cards here, let's have a look here, Matthew, at your cards here and see what they pick up around you and see what comes up here. Right. Right, let's have a little look there. And 3 piles of cards. I've got the left, the middle, and right, left, middle, and right. If I want to go for the left here. Let's have a little look at the moment. Your cards are coming up here. And actually, well, a lot of this is doing money, isn't it? A lot of this is doing with money and relationships and where your career life is going. You're going to step out of this, and what you're going to do here is, I can see what you're going to do. If you don't mind being, I'm not being arrogant about this. I can see a relationship which is going through a conflict here. And also here, when you work against this, it gets worse. When you push against this, it gets worse. Because here you're the man holding money, but the money isn't the answer here to solve your problems. What is here to solve your problems is talking things through. But take yourself out of the pressure. I know you're being blamed quite a lot at the minute. You'll find life very difficult, but it won't carry on the way it's been. It will change. It will change here, but it's the way you approach this. And that's a lot what Scorpios can do at this present time, is really alter their environment around them and change them. Right. Okie dokie. Let's hope that helps you out there. So, right, let's go and have a look here. Put my glass back on again so I can see who is there. Who's there? Right. We've got Caitlin. Caitlin says, black, anything for me. Anything for me. She's over there in the USA. Anything for me. She's just getting up and just having a cup of coffee. In fact, Caitlin, because you probably just got up, nice and early this morning. Nice and early. And you're still probably got sleep in your eyes and one eye's open, one eye shut. This is just for you. Wake up. It's time to get up. Come on now. Get your day going. Get your day going. So let's have a little look here, Kate, and just see what we can bring us forth for you. Now, as I'm looking here as well, right, yes, I have. Now, would you understand here that you're working on a health matter around you at the moment? I do not pick up this as a health matter like it's got to be something to do with doctors and hospitals, but I'm not even going to go there because I'm not one of them. But this is more to do with a health matter about you. For instance, I'm going to perk myself up and I'm going to get fitter, get happier. And this is interesting here because you've got loads of energy and spiritual activity, which are quite sparkly around you at the moment, lifting your spirits. Okay, lift your spirits here. So that's going to be an interesting one. What I also pick up here too with this here to say to you, there's a very nice chap here who's on your father's side of your family. In fact, I've got a big J to do with his name. And as I'm talking to him and he wants to come through, he just wants to say here, says, would you understand here about not taking on so much responsibility for everybody else? Would you understand that? I do pick up that energy there, not picking up so much responsibility for everybody else. Once you start doing that, I think that's going to be good. And I think you start focusing on you. And it's an interesting thing. It's almost an interesting thing, isn't it? Because in the past here, the moment we started focusing on us, people said, oh, that's it. You're being self-centered. That's it. Me, or you. But actually, no. Sometimes we need this me time. And this is a very strong energy around you to say, you need this right now. Right now. Okay, let's have a look at the cards here. I'm just going to shuffle and I'm just going to stop there. Right. Okay, Caitlin, let's see what's here. Left, middle, right, left, middle, right. I'm going to go for the left. I feel the left because you left the past behind. And there's good news to come up here as well, Caitlin, that I'm picking up, which is something very nice here to do with jobs. Yes, career. Yes, money coming around you. More money, and you're thinking, how did that happen? How did that happen here? How's all these money matters suddenly arisen around me here? And right, I also pick up here too. The other energy is don't look so negative about things. Come on now, turn it round, go the other way and get more positive and vibey out there because there is energy to get vibey. But don't miss an opportunity. Yes, I see an opportunity coming. Just be careful you don't miss it, especially work concerns, whether this is you or a partner around you. Now, let's go and have a little look up here, because the other one I'm going to go to is just up here. I want to come up to Lucy. Did my question come through earlier? It froze on me. I'm just going to go and find this because it did come through. It did go through. I'm just going to quickly look for this because it's just up here and I'll find it. And yes, there you are. Right. We are. Are we carrying out my mum's wishes correctly? It's so hard to know. Oh my goodness, isn't this a challenging one? Because obviously we can't talk in the way we talk now. But then when someone's passed over and mum's passed over here, then it's sometimes oh, for goodness sake, I'm just hearing yes. I'm just hearing yes. Would you understand here? Your mother would have been for just yes. I'm hearing here, but it's interesting, isn't it? Sometimes we just need to have that connection to do with the other world there. That they are there, they're coming through. But your mum here says yes. She's joined by a few others around her. And what I love about your mum is the way she's coming through here. She says she doesn't lose her personality and character. And she says that she just sends moonbeams of absolute love to you, Lucy, and your friends, your family around you. And she says she knows you're getting irate. She knows you're getting a bit frustrated by everything that's sort of going on around you. But she says here, please. She doesn't want you to worry. What she wants you to focus on here is just being happy yourself. That's the most important part. She wants you to be happy for yourself. Then you're in a damn good place. In fact, here, she's also saying to me here too here. She says here, would you understand that you changed your fashion a little bit? Would you also understand here too that you've changed your body weight a little bit, even if I think it's gone up, I think it's gone down a little bit. But would you understand here that there are some lovely people out there who even recently are giving you very, very special surprises, are like, oh my goodness, people still remember, or people still think. People still get that lovely energy. So let's have a little look here. Let's see where this is going here, Lucy. But yellow is a lovely colour because it's about communication. I love that energy of yellow. But the spirit energy from your mother, she says here, please just do as you're doing. It's lovely. It's lovely. And sometimes here, we just need to know that. But she is telling me here, she says, you're definitely coming out your mum's energy. She loves you. She loves you to bits. Love you to bits there. But just do as you're doing. And sometimes lead your life there. That's always a good one, isn't it? Right, left, middle, right, left, middle, right. We're going here. Let's go for left. Let's go for left, left, left. All the left tonight. But are you carrying out your mum's wishes correctly? I feel you are. You are, you are, you are. You're above your problems and what you know. And you'll find here too, get on. Get on. You're doing great. You're doing marvellous. You're doing great. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit there. Right, and let's see where we're going this. Right, yes, sorry, just found it there. There it is. Good. Yes, she has got a personality very strong, but she's very funny, isn't she? She's very particular in a way. She just say, she wouldn't come out and say, oh, that's so nice, isn't that lovely? She'd just say, yes, what more do you want to know? Yes, she is quite funny, and I just pick up that energy there. And it's also, she's got me, I got this smell of Murray mints. Would you understand here? She always have Murray mints. She's got all these mints around her, just looks lovely. I mean, she's there, just sending loads of love. And she also says here, she says about the lakes. She just says about the Lake District. Lake District, going to the lake, she says here. And yes, it's to be lakes, not the sea, it's not rivers, it's lakes. And she's also saying here, she says here that, now this is interesting when I get this, because when we focus on Corona and thinking when's it going to end, I don't tend to see it like that as a medium or a psychic. What I do most of all here is by reading people, I can see the energy and the things coming up. And do you know what I pick up here? I think here that as you come through next year, a lot of this is sort of moved on a little bit. Yes. Oh no, that's the lake we're going to scatter her ashes at. Wow, but she brought through a lake. Good. Okay, so if you understand that, that's magic. It just felt like lakes. But if you could understand that, that's magic. Oh, isn't that lovely? Lovely. It's lovely to get a bit of feedback like that too. Right, okay. Karen Blue. Confusing time for me. Yep, definitely confusing. Yep, I agree with you. We're all confused. Are you confused out there? Yeah, they're confused too. And right, but let's have a little look though, Karen. Confusing time here. Would you understand, there's, at the moment here, we've got this containing energy which is around you. It's almost like saying here, you want to move on. It's almost like you're in a big bubble, but it's containing you. And in some respects, it's stopping you from the fear of going outside this container to go, oh God, I'm going to put myself into insecurity or trouble. So just at the moment, would you understand here, this confusing time is best just bob along with this bubble, knowing what you're knowing, gaining knowledge in here, empowering your heart, empowering your energy. But I just feel here that's absolutely beautiful. But this is what I'm picking up here. Just feel that energy is super around you. Now, what I'm picking up here too, there's two spirits want to come through, and two women. I'm almost going to say they're sisters here, but I'm not so sure. There could be, but there's a relationship here. But these two women are talking to me. One was very little and a nightmare. If you got it, in fact, she doesn't mind me calling her a nightmare because it's quite funny. And the other one here was a very lofty lady and very, yes, it's lovely to come through. It's very peaceful. Isn't this nice here? And the other one here is, it's almost like tearing away. Oh, crikey. Anyway, but they're both coming through. Quite funny here. They're in their way. And they want to say to you here, would you understand here that you know the answers? What's the problem here is the external life around you. You know the answer. It's the external life around you which needs to adjust just yet. But that will adjust and then you'll become happier. How's that? Is that nice? Hopefully that's cool for you. Right, let's go to Chelsea. Chelsea here is Blue, anything in regards to schooling? Yes, you're going to school. Sorry, let's be serious now. Okay, school, education. Yes. Now, there's two fields you want to go and look at. There's two fields of education you want to go and look at. And if I looked at this here to say the way you're going to go about this here, I feel it's the people you're going to talk to over the next few weeks or so, which are going to confirm which direction you're going in. There's also a lot of input here regarding friends or family around you, which is also good. And I think is actually going to almost take you the direction you're going. Now, interesting on top of this here, there's a need of a car. You have a car here, and you're going to need a car, which is, what it's going to do with education, I don't know, unless you're going to be a mechanic, which I don't think so. No, but there's a need of a car because the place you're going to be traveling to. Now, what I'm picking up here too is the events that start to come up for you. They'll move on, they'll start to go forwards, but everything's going to slow down a little bit for you. And you're thinking, I thought I made the right plan. You did. You have. You will make the right plan. This is what I'm being told here. You'll see this come back out to light as you come up through January next year. So don't worry if things go a bit on the slow side and almost stop. That's not true. That's not true. You've made the right plan though. It's just external stuff, isn't it? But I pick up here, you'll be... right, that's where this is where I pick up here. They're very engaging energies around you, and this. But in fact, I want to talk to as a friend of yours coming through. This isn't family. There's a friend of yours here. Who's Sharon, please? Where's Sharon? With the name Sharon. I'm getting the name Sharon for this lady's talking over to me here. Very long dark hair. In many respects, she had an unusual beauty about her. An unusual beauty. Some people would say, "Wow, you really see her beauty." Other people wouldn't quite get it, Chelsea. But this lady called Sharon's coming through. She's quite a young lady. I'm not going into the reason why she passed over because it's not the show to bring this through on. But she wants to say to me here, she says she's behind you and behind your pathway here. She says she wants you to watch your energy, especially what you give to other people. Harness it for yourself. Keep your friends close to you. And she says here, you'll find your pathway. She says she's very proud of you by what you've done so far and the changes that you made in your life, because this is dynamic. This is good. And yes, so I'll just pick up here. Good. And that blue energy there is just amazing. Just amazing. The only Sharon, no. There is then she links to Sharon. Then please look at that side there. Yes, and even Karen says, "But my hairdresser called Sharon." All right. Everybody's going to come through and they say, "Well, I know Sharon." So, Chelsea, I'm talking to you. Talking to you here. Karen, it's lovely though. Yes, this is Sharon, but I know it's my grandma, but she's still living. I want to talk about a beautiful, quite an unusual lady, very, very dark hair. Very dark hair, beautiful lady, but she passed over. She's been on the other side for quite some time. And she passed it. She says here that she's right behind you looking at you and she loves you. She loves you. She's sending loads of energy. She just says here that she's important to you. Right, Lucy comes back and says here, yes, I wasn't sure it was the right thing to do at the lakes. Yes, it is. That's completely confirmed for me. Thank you so much. Absolutely, because I picked up these lakes and this is where she saw it. But go and do it. Go and do it here because I think it's a lovely place to go. And I think me being in the Navy and going on here, I think that's exactly what I would love too. So, but in the sea, I think a lot of guys were like that actually. They were in the sea here. Yes. And yes, good. Right, let's come back here. Let's go and have a look at Remy. Hello, Remy. How are you? Hope you're well, my dear. Hope you're well, my dear. And it's Blue General. Okay. Major Green. Corporal Pink. Sorry, Remy. Having a bit of a... Right, okay. Blue and a General. What I'd like to say to you here is, guys, keep an eye on the time. Just 1 second here. Keep an eye on the time. We've got 3 minutes. I'm going to shout to you about this here. Be aware of your feelings, your intentions, and your motivation around you, because in 2 minutes, it's going to be 8 o'clock for guys out here in Spain. It's an 8. It's an 8. We're in this time of Leo where we got the star sign of Sirius and we got Lion's Gate open. It's coming up to 8 o'clock. For those guys here in the UK, we go to 7:01. 7 plus 1, 8. The math's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, Remy, what I pick up here is it's interesting around you, because I think you've gone a roundabout way of things here. But would you come back? The most important thing I say to you here, Remy, is loving you. Literally loving you. And I think here everything answers itself here, Remy, when you love you. And when you've got that there, then you're in a super happy place. Because I think here what's made you go around in circles is people, guys, relationships, and just life. But it's like you lost you. But would you understand you're coming back round to you? And this is, I think, once you get that right, karma, life just fits in a nice road. And then you're in a good place. And then we're in a very, very good place. I think that would be awesome. And I think that's a nice thing. So, yes. Right. Okay. Let's have a look here. Sorry, internet went out, so hopefully it's back now. And she says, yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. So this is a bit to just keep an eye on for you. And I think when you're doing that, you're in a brilliant place. Good. And I also think right, 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock now, guys. Send out your intention right now. For those of you who are in Spain, it's 8 o'clock. For those of you who are in the States, you must be, I imagine you're about 1 o'clock in... no, hang on a minute. You must be about 10 o'clock. So you've got a little while to wait, but maybe go 10:07 and send out your intention there. But yes, just keep an eye on numbers this week, guys. Numbers, when you see the 8 come up, 7:01 on your alarm clock, 6:02, whatever it is, and just watch that. Watch that there. And just be mindful sending out intention this week. Very powerful time. Very powerful time here. And but Remy, just to come back to you, yes, that's the bits, the bit here you're finding you, loving you, and people actually saying to you, Remy, you look so well, you look so much better because of what you're doing. And right, okay, brilliant. So where are we going? I'm just waiting, just look at the timing. It's going to come out. There we go. Right, for you guys here in the UK, send out your intention now. Send out something positive that you want for your life here, where it brings harmony into you. Yes, whether it's self-power, self-love, whatever it is you're doing that you need. In the meantime, no, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been an absolutely fabulous hour, very interesting. And I'll be back on Tuesday night with a very special guest, Helen Grady. She's a spiritual medium. You guys, I'm sure... You'll enjoy that one. Thank you for joining us tonight. Remember to send your date of birth with a favourite colour and one question before, see that underlined there, before the Cafe Clairvoyance Wednesday Spiritual Astrology Show. So the astrologers can draw up your solar chart and give more detailed answer. So, okay, so that's all. That's an important bit there. So, okay, Shara, now if you'd like to come back to us there, by all means do. We didn't get a chance to answer that one there, but we'll do this on the Tuesday show. We couldn't see your messages at the time there, but we just found them now. They just popped in. I think there was a few internet connections out there somewhere, but hopefully you guys are all right now. And we say take care, everyone. Now, what I'd like to say to you here is on the so Tuesday it's just mediumship. So you guys want to join in. In fact, Anahira, if you wanted to join in on that show, by all means do. We'll make sure we put you up to the top there when the messages come through. You need to join in the show though, to be on the show to receive the message. And also here, Caitlin says thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much indeed. And also just say to you guys, so for the Wednesday show, prior to the Wednesday show, please message in with all your details there so that we can compile your astrology chart, do the numerology chart, and get it ready there, because a little bit of work's needed beforehand. So prior to the Wednesday show, date of birth, favourite colour, and a question. One colour. One question. We're going to be going around the houses. We'll be spending too much time on you and not equaling out to everybody else. I'm sure you understand there. But yeah, Cheryl says, thank you. Have a great evening. Love to see you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful time yourselves. It's been lovely sharing the show with you guys. Big thank you to my producer, Deborah, and to all you guys out there. Thank you. Enjoy this Lion Gate time. Use it, guys. Use this wonderful time. I'm sure. Yes. I'll just go and bob my lion again. There he is there. Just we go. Just remind yourself of it. Think about the lion energy. It's awesome time. See you guys on Tuesday night. Have a wonderful time till then. For me, to you, from the producer and everybody else here, we just want to wish you a wonderful day. And go and enjoy those roasties. And Caitlin, yes, thank you so much too.